let's get down to business. One more time for our lovely host, Lumiere, ladies and gentlemen, yes. Why, with the way he was singing and dancing and carrying on, I'd say that's the most homosexual candelabra I've ever seen. Right from the piano of Liberace himself, ladies and gentlemen. Talk about behind the candelabra. Well, golly, I guess that's where a fella would have to stand to fuck you, wouldn't he? I imagine it gets lonely in that castle sometimes, what with no visitors at all. Why, if I was a betting man, I'd say that all of those talking housewares must have contorted themselves into all kinds of sexual permutations and combinations over the years, sort of like some kind of Pier 1 Imports orgy. Sounds like some kind of fucked up game of Clue, doesn't it? The beast with the candlestick in his butthole. Say, I bet Lumiere's been fucked by that clock a time or two. Cogsworth, give him a Coxworth, yes. Hey, Cogsworth, what time is it? Oh, that's right, time to fuck. Picture it, ladies and gentlemen, just picture it. The clock fucks him while he sucks the beast's dick. They call that burning the candle at both ends. We have Ariel here from The Little Mermaid. She's kind of a half girl, half fish creature, which begs the question, shouldn't you be in school, young lady? Get it? Because she's a child and a fish. You know, The Little Mermaid is my favorite Disney film, the story of a beautiful girl who trades away her ability to speak for a pair of nice legs. That's a good deal, if you ask me. Less talk, more walk, toots, that's what I say. I'm from the 50s. Listen, I know I could stand up here and make a bunch of smelly fish pussy jokes right now. So I will. Don't let anyone tell you that Walt Disney shied away from taking the easy way out of things. It smells like a fisherman's wharf up here, yes sir, and I for one like it. Her pussy stinks more than Johnny Depp's performance in the Pirates of the Caribbean films. It smells like a Red Lobster failed a health inspection. I can taste those Cheddar Bay biscuits now. Yes, sir, old Walt Disney would eat out a mermaid. Everything's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. When they queef, you could feel the salt air blowing through your mustache. It's marvelous. Ariel's period was the original inspiration for the film Deep Blue Sea. When you finger her, you have to say, deepest, bluest, my hand is like a shark's fin. What I'm saying is her pussy killed Samuel L. Jackson. Hey, Ariel, when you get crabs, you're supposed to get rid of them, not become best friends with them. I don't think anyone here's seen A Little Mermaid. Because it's called The Little Mermaid. It's really too bad that the days of traditional animation are over. We make those computer animated films now, which seems like cheating if you ask me. Where's the life, huh? Where's the spirit? Nobody's keeping 200 Korean animators in cages and making them work round-the-clock hours. What did we even fight World War II for? The communists have won. We made a picture. This really got my goat. We made a picture called Frozen. It was about two women. Women? Hello? You got a frozen man right here that you could make a movie about. Did you ever think of that? That's inconsiderate. It stars two women, two sisters, and you know how many times they make out in the movie? Not once. The only thing frozen about that film was my penis while watching it. They could have made that snowman character out of my balls. That's how big and blue they were. The comic relief. Watching Frozen made me feel like Don Knotts because my penis turned into the incredible Mr. Limpet. Go with the deep cuts, Walt. They'll get those. You know what we used to say about feminism in the 50s? Let it go! Let it go! We should have never let you vote. At least watching Shrek, I could crank it out to Cameron Diaz, right? That's in the first movie, of course, before she got all fat. Ain't that just like a woman, Shrek? Right? You tell her you love her, and the first thing she does is let herself go. I'm honestly not entirely sure what this Shrek character is supposed to be. Some kind of swamp juggalo, I believe. Just all bloated and green. You look like somebody slimed John Belushi's corpse. Right? You look like if the Jolly Green Giant sold meth instead of vegetables. Right? He looks like if a buffet could feel jealousy. You know your movie's bad when the best part of it is Smash Mouth. Let's wrap this up and talk about Beauty and the Beast. Starring the hero of Beauty and the Beast, of course, Gaston, right? The hero. Give it up for the hero! Training his whole life to be a manly man, only to have his girl stolen right out under his nose by a Jew beast. Right? I know what you may be thinking. Walt, how do you know the Beast is a Jew? Simple. I'm Walt Disney, and don't ever question my judgment. He's got horns, he's rich, and all the Disney villains are Jews. Captain Hookowitz, Ursula the Sea Witch lives in a cave and makes unfair deals. That sounds pretty Jewy to me. Gaston, you're a gay man. It's not hard to tell. Your big moment in the film is doing a song and dance number about how manly you are. Like, you try to prove you're straight by overcompensating and doing literally the gayest thing possible. It's like if I tried to prove I wasn't a Jew by starting an international media conglomerate. Why would I ever do that? Let's look at some lyrics of your song. Every last inch of me's covered in hair. That's a bear thing. In a wrestling match, nobody bites like Gaston. See, normally biting isn't a wrestling move that's legal. It's open to interpretation, but what I hear is that you're trying to assert dominance, so you're not only a bear, you're a top. I use antlers in all of my decorating. You do your own decorating. In a spitting match, nobody spits like Gaston. So you went out of your way to talk about how good you are at spitting. When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large. Everybody knows raw eggs are disgusting. The fact that you can eat 48 of them every day without vomiting tells me you have no gag reflex. Couple that with another line, no one's neck's as incredibly thick as Gaston's, and you're practically yelling at the top of your lungs, I like to deep throat monster cocks, but no swallowing. Considering that the Beast is a literal monster and has a literal monster cock, I think Gaston was singing that song to the Beast. Gaston wants to fuck the Beast. Think about it. Why else would he be trying to keep Belle away? She's clearly not his type. She's a bookworm. He's a jock. He just wants to get her out of the picture so he can have the Beast all to himself. He wants to swallow that dog dick, y'all. He wants to wear that pink lipstick. He wants to take that dog to the pound. Just remember, he's a Jew, so you gotta fuck him through a hole in a sheet. So let's recap. Beauty and the Beast is a film about a gay man trying to steal a nerd from a monster, which sounds like an 80s teen sex comedy, which makes me realize, Belle, you have an easy out. It's called college. Just go to college. Quit letting these fellas decide your future for you. Let them have each other. You should go dive nose first into those books you love so much, learn about feminism, realize you're a lesbian, and spend the rest of your life face down in some pussy until the day you die. That's a movie I'd watch. On Cinemax, cranking it till my heart explodes. Thank you.